getting paid every week like he did all his chores. Life rich till out the fork.
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semis. The Boston Celtics, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Irving. O'Neal is out there with Jokic. Then there's West, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. And for Detroit, they've got Chris Paul. Durant is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Brown, and it's Dumars in at the 2 spot. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Ball against West. Outside Irving. To the left side. Wing. Jokic inside. Guarded by KD. Just 3 to shoot. And it's sent back by KD.
How about the defense from Kevin Durant sends that shot back.
3-pointer. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now, here's Jokic. West, that's good.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Brown outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Tatum. Stolen by O'Neal. Irving surveying the floor. Outside Tatum. And here's Jokic outside. Paul grabs the board. And it's Paul with the ball for the Pistons. They won their last game Monday night.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Now here's Tatum to the paint. Pass to Jokic. This one for 3. Tries again. And O'Neal gets it to go.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Detroit with the ball. Ball outside. Brown with the screen on West. Outside, KD. Traps in the tray. Durant's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Jokic. Up top, Shaq. Tatum with it. Picked up by Brown. A 3-ball. And it's Jason Tatum with a 3.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Brown. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. A shot by KD. No good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to West. It's up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
O'Neal with the steal. Here's Jokic. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A different look here for Detroit. Devin Booker comes in for Dumars. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Paul. And then for Boston, Bird comes in for Tatum. And it's Rose in for Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Knocked away. West with the ball. He's picked up by KD.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. There's a reason why they call him the logo.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And both free throws good for West. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit, trailing by 10. Pass to Durant. Wembanyama sets a screen for KD. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
Bird outside. Outside Rose. West down low. Working on Booker. No good from West. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to KD. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Boston. They're on a 16-5 run here. O'Neal on the wing. Rose scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Jokic finds West. Puts up a deep three. And another miss by Boston. Pistons trail by 8. For 3, Booker. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
The Celtics have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rose against Cunningham. Rose, that's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Booker with a deep three. Can't connect from long distance. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front. They're up by 7. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinal. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Paul out there with Cunningham. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Elijah Wan. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Boy, Evan Mobley getting more and more capable as an offensive player. Draws the contact nicely right there.
The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Mobley, 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, Evan Mobley entered this league as a fantastic defender. But boy, are you starting to see incremental improvements on the offensive end. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
And he sinks the second.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Now, here's Duren. From 15 feet away, it'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Rose passes to Worthy. On the wing, Burke. Here's the three. Rebound, Detroit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Rose against Paul. Pass to Olajuwon. Fades back. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Brownie's checked in for Detroit. Dumars comes in for Cunningham. The Celtics also changing it up. Tatum comes in for Worthy. And West subs in for Larry Bird. Holds it up there for Mobley. Irving, a screen on Dumars. Irving drives in.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Duren. Paul with the screen for Duren. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Mobley with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Drills it from outside. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And that's what you get when you combine the range and just his overall confidence. Mr. Outside.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Tatum kicks to Rose. Pass to West. Back to Rose. Mobley, a screen on Olajuwon. Here's Rose, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor, excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look here for Detroit. Durant's checked in for Jalen Duren. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Chris Paul. And then for Boston, Jokic, he's checked in for Mobley. Worthy comes in for Irving. And it's Bird in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. They need this. And the rejection by Tatum. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Bird, the pass to Jokic. Pass to Tatum. Back to West. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw good from West. Booker, he's checked in for Detroit. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Celtics. And both free throws good for West.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Booker. Boston grabs the miss. Here's Boston. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Tatum kicks it over to Worthy. Wants to get it to Olajuwon and does. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Here's Dumars. Stolen by Worthy. Here's Tatum. Sent back by KD.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
Booker draws the double. Pistons passing it around. And it's Brown missing. Celtics leading by 11. Down low. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Different look here for Detroit. Wembanyama comes in for Olajuwon. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Devin Booker. Then for the Celtics, O'Neal's checked in for Worthy. And Irving subbed in for J.J. Redick. .58 seconds left here in the second. Brown feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
West doesn't go for him. High post, KD. To end the drought. Was shot missing. And so it's Boston, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, a large Game 1 deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
I hate the shots they're taking, I hate them, the team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper, but if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. They were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Jerry West really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
Pistons trail by 15. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Irving is out there with West. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Jokic in at the 4 slot. 6 on the shot clock. KD, that's for 2. And he knocks down the jumper. KD's got the first bucket of the third here for the Pistons.
Yeah, just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
Irving passes to West. Jokic sets the screen for West. Inside, the kick out to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 13-point game.
You have to respect Kevin Durant's ability to pick up fouls, and I love seeing him drive with authority.
The Pistons shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
O'Neal sets the screen for West. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. West against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. West has got 14 points.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. O'Neal sets the screen for West. Pulls from the top of the key. Wembanyama with the rebound. Pistons trail by 13. Now here's Paul. Still scoreless. Wembanyama inside. Up top, Dumars. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Making plays for others, Wembanyama.
Celtics leading by 11. Now Tatum. He's got 7. Pass to Jokic. Back to West. Just 4 to shoot. Detroit with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Here's Brown. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Celtics have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Pass to Shaq. And here's Jokic for 3. Jokic from distance.
The three-point stroke from Jokic, it just looks confident.
Brown outside. Now here's Durant. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Joe Dumars. And a change for the Celtics. Bird's checked in. Pistons on defense. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Irving. No good there. Cunningham with some nice D. Durant dishes to Paul. Pass to Cunningham to the middle. There's Brown with the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Pistons trail by 14. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Irving against Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. The rest outside. Pass to O'Neal. Jokic against Wembanyama. Rest outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Cunningham. Brown wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And stolen by Wembanyama. To the paint. And finished off by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And so it's Westbrook that he brings it up for Boston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Paul. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's West. 14 points for him. O'Neal sets the screen for West. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. We've got Durant. Booker out there with Dumars. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Now here's West.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First, personal foul. 15. At the line for the Celtics, West. Jerry West. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Pistons trail by 6. Outside, Olajuwon. Over Tatum. Olajuwon can't hit.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And here are the Pistons here. Dumars the pass to Booker. Dumars a screen on West. For three. Booker. Rebound by the Celtics. Outside Rose. To the wing on the left. West gets to Rose. Mobley sets the pick for Rose. A kick out to Mobley. Pass to Tatum. A three from Tatum.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Pistons trail by 9. Booker looking around. The teardrop falls in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Rose with the ball to the middle. West finds Worthy. West outside. 5 on the clock. That shot no good. Good D by Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Different look here for Detroit. Wembanyama. He's checked in for Jalen Duren. Kevin Durant comes in for Elijah Wan. And Paul subbed in for Booker. And then for Boston, O'Neal's checked in for Evan Mobley. Jokic comes in for James Worthy. And Irving subbed in for Rose. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Thank you, Allie. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kevin Durant.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now, here's Jokic. Wembanyama reels it in. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Irving against Dumars. Outside, KD. O'Neal there for the rebound. Celtics leading by 4. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Brown. West against Paul. Jokic with the screen on Paul. Jokic rising up.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
Jokic against Durant. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Misses the 3.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Here's Irving. West outside. it doesn't go. Pistons trail by 6. Now Durant. O'Neal with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the best right chance.
Excellent anticipation from Shaq. He's in the right place at the right time to grab that one and get the break started.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Durant. Katie, so efficient in there.
Kevin Durant, absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And here's Jokic. Oh, great touch off the pass.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
KD looking around.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
At the line for your Pistons, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, Kevin Durant is one of one, guys. A 7-footer with the complete offensive arsenal. What a privilege to have operated in his era.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Three-pointer, good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And that one is good. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Jokic. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama reels it in. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now we present the player of the game, Jerry West.
a thugger. Even in the summertime, me and Lil' Shawty cutter. I swear to God, I'ma tell you, I got the struggle. Baby girl, sit it down, you not know like a usher. Yeah. I told her mama I don't mind what my teeth do. I wanna control you like voodoo. I'm started screaming freak on phone and doodloo. Every time I have a good time, do.
Good time, eh? Come on, but good time, what's a bad one? You say you want, give me something long time. Me dream, see what's something like.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 3. The San Antonio Spurs come into Game 3 up 2 games to none with a relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Rockets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we've got Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals. This one promises to be hard fought. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Houston.
AOX9. It's off. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 6. Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 3. The San Antonio Spurs come into Game 3 up 2 games to none with a relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Houston Rockets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Big Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here's the starting group for Houston. Doncic out there with Magic Johnson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, McHale is out there with Bryant. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Mourning, and it's SGA in at the 1.
Go.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Here's Mourning, and Mourning throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Doncic. To Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. Here's SGA. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 1.
One shot.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Johnson with it. Pass to Nowitzki. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
First one falls for. Nowitzki hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside Edwards. McHale kicks to Bryant. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Williams passes to Giannis. And here is Johnson. Nowitzki right side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Williams. Giannis a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Taken away by Williams. Inside. Giannis against Mourning. Giannis, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Now, here's Doncic over Edwards. Doncic, no good.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Mourning's shot is good. Mourning's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Doncic outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Just no panic from Giannis. He's excellent at making sure to get off a good look in time.
Edwards with the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to McHale. Now here's Edwards. Guarded by Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Rockets trail by 3. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Fairly foul.
The chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure.
And I really like how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Rodman, he's checked in for McHale. And Iverson's subbed in for Edwards. And a switch here also for Houston. Nash is checked in. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Mourning with the screen. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Back to Nash. Nash with the screen for Nowitzki. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1. And, of course, Kobe Bryant.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Zion Williamson's checked in for the Rockets. Spurs leading by 3. SGA looking it over. Rodman with a screen on Nash. SGA, that's a 2-pointer. And another basket for San Antonio.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the 2-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself. himself.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Iverson, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kobe against Williamson. Doncic. The Rockets again can't hit.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Houston. 7-point differential. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Low block shot, and Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Nash. Giannis has got his second basket of the night. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs leading by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So on the floor for Houston. Nash out there with Jason Kidd. Then it's Johnson, then it's Robinson, and it's Williamson in the 4-man position.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Norman Powell comes in for Allen Iverson. He throw good, Edwards.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
Now here's Johnson. Johnson finishes inside with ease.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Edwards against Kidd. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Edwards. No good on the 3. Rockets trail by 6. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Throwing his weight around in there, Zion Williamson.
Nash against Payton. Pass to Edwards. Rodman with a screen on Williamson. DeRozan against Williamson. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Johnson, good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look now for San Antonio. McHale's checked in for Rodman. Corey Kispert comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bryant in for Norman Powell. And then for Houston, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. And it's Williams in for Nash. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Edwards looking it over. Six to shoot. Johnson with the block. And the foul called on Kobe Bryant. That's his first foul. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Corey Kispert.
Now to the lineup for San Antonio, number 91, Dennis
a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Back to Robinson. It's stolen by McHale. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And then Rodman with the dunk.
Well, for someone who is mostly an off guard, Edwards puts up great assists.
Outside Williams. Another miss by Houston.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Kidd after Dennis Rodman's bucket there. Johnson the pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Over McHale. Robinson misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Hardaway comes in for Edwards. And SGA subbed in for Gary Payton. And a switch here also for Houston. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Johnson. Williams finds Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Outside Hardaway. And here's Kobe for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 6. There's Williams, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Bryant outside. Doncic against Hardaway. Rodman sets the screen for Hardaway. And that one drops. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the night. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Robinson kicks to Kidd. Pass to Doncic. And the double of Doncic. For 3, Kidd. Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass, Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Hardaway. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Williams. To Doncic. Robinson with it. He's against McHale. And Robinson throws it down hard.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7 down low. Here's Rodman. Here's McHale. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Shooting 1.
And that one falls for McHale. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Rockets. trailing by 5. Nowitzki outside. Here's Giannis. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Game 3 action.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through, taking a look at the Spurs in this series. A dream start. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Gilgeous-Alexander, Kevin McHale out there with Bryant. Then there's Edwards. And it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. And Zoe Antetokounmpo looking over it. And it's Doncic missing. Spurs leading by 5. Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Up and in on the layup. SGA's got 9 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And San Antonio shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter. Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Williams. Outside, SGA. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's trailed by 9. The kick out to Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got his second bucket.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Outside, Kobe. Warning a screen on Williams. Here's Bryant. Offensive rebound. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside. And a dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson outside. Back to Williams. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. Good on the shot. Nowitzki's got 6 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Mourning can't make it work. Rockets trail by 6. Doncic feeling it out. Williams finds Doncic. Got us a screen on Kobe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
This is why this team loves involving the Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for it.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Johnson dishes to Giannis. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Spurs making a switch here. Iverson's checked in. Steve Nash checked in for the Rockets. SGA passes to Iverson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick and roll sets.
It's trailed by 5. It's outside. Back to Nash. Nash with the screen for Nowitzki. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot off while still drawing contact.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shoot 2.
First one falls, and the Rockets making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And so he hits both. San Antonio leading by 3. SGA kicks to Iverson. On the wing, Rodman. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. On the left block, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Nash. Looking to get it going. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Nash the pass to Nowitzki. Ooh, Dirk making his presence felt.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Doncic against Iverson. Rodman with a screen on Doncic. 4 seconds left. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
The D's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Spurs out in front. They're up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Nowitzki. Jalen Williams is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Nash, and it's Kidd in at the 2-guard. Nowitzki against McHale. Nowitzki right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot side. Rebound San Antonio. Payton in the corner. Pass to Iverson. Ogden with a screen on Kidd. Over Kidd. And the rebound goes to Nash. Williamson with it. Now Payton defending. Outside Williams. Shoots over Rodman. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Williams.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Ryan in the post. He's against Williams. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul. Kobe Bryant. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Spurs. Hardaway comes in for Gary Payton. Robinson's checked in for the Rockets. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Jason Kidd. And the second free throw, good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Nash up on top. Guarded by Hardaway. Hardaway against Nash. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nash has got his first points of the game.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
Iverson outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage, making defend out on the perimeter.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Robinson. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from McHale. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Adding to his long list of highlight reel finishes. DeRozan still exciting to watch.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Rockets trail by 9. To the paint. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Spurs with some changes. Morning's checked in for DeRozan. Edwards comes in for Allen Iverson. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Hardaway. The Rockets also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robinson. Doncic comes in for Sharp, and it's Johnson in for Nash. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Book it.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
It's trailed by 9. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
SGA against Johnson. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Nowitzki, and it's sent back by McHale. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with his power and size, Mourning can be a headache to defend. Point proven there with him drawing the foul.
Alonzo Mourning. Shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And you got to love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Rockets. Whoa! Strong finish by Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Does not hit.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And as a coach, it's such a luxury to have a player like Giannis, someone you can always rely on.
With the crossover, Kobe going to work inside.
Coming through when it matters most. Kobe thrives under pressure.
Now here's Johnson. Now Doncic. Edwards with the block. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ryan against Williams. Outside Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. 4 on the shot clock. No good.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shield.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Luka Doncic. First personal foul. Third team foul. Anthony Edwards. Shooting 2.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Doncic! And the 3 misses. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-0, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose. Had to do it to him.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Heat with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Bucks. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
This series already at 2-0. A lot to play for tonight. This is the Eastern Conference Semifinals. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Heat in Miami. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got LeBron James, and it's Robertson in at the point guard position. And for the Heat, George out there with Green. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. You take a look at the Bucks. They're firing on all cylinders, up 2-0 in the series. But now they enter a hostile environment.
Yeah, and that often affects your secondary scores the most. Some of the shots that go in at home don't on the road. They may need their stars to step up early in this one.
4 on the clock. Green for 3. Doesn't go for him. And here are the Bucks now. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. James deciding where to go with it. Down low. Garnett, that's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Wade to the inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. In transition, here they come. Pass to James. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Wade. Back to Curry. It's hauled in by Garnett. Here's James on the wing. George defending. Pass to Carter. And there's James from the arc. Here's Duncan. Banked it in off the glass.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
The Heat have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Yao. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
Now, here is James. That one is off. On the wing, Green. Offline with a three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Garnett. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Garnett's got his second basket.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all three levels.
Here's Wade. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless. Curry continues to add to his resume.
Pass to Carter. Out to James. This one for three. This is another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's Curry doing what he does best, doing damage from the outside.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Heat trail by 4. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for Miami, Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Green, and Mitchell subbed in for George. Yao passes to Wade. It's deflected. Anthony outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, the experience and the knowledge is invaluable. LeBron gives all he has to these young guys deep in his career.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. No good on that one. The Heat making a switch here. Salon's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Miami. It's a 5-point game. The three from Mitchell. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's James. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
For Miami, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Wade drives in.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And he makes the first. Good on both. The Bucks leading by 5. Here's Garnett. He has 6. Anthony feeling it out a bit. And Anthony slams it in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Wade to the middle. Here's Embiid. Soft touch off the glass.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And there's the screen. Here's Anthony. And Embiid with the block. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George passes to Wade. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Wade's got 6 points.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Here's Drexler. Still without a bucket. 6 to shoot. Anthony with a screen on Lillard. Here's Drexler. Money on the 19-footer. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Milwaukee out in front, up by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Paul George out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's James Harden. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
First team foul. 1.
That's good from George.
Yeah, Paul George is the consummate professional. Some nights he's the alpha, and then some nights he can understand he has to take on a secondary role.
Here's Garnett. Pass to Anthony. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Garnett. He's got 6. Anthony outside. To the inside. Lillard comes with a double from 18 feet away. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Embiid. Outside for Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Anthony grabs the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Pierce, defended by Lillard. Fades and shoots. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
And the Heat with some changes. Draymond Green comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wade in for Damian Lillard. Milwaukee making a switch here. Here's Wade. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get off the shot here. And And then Embiid with the dunk.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Here's Robertson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Garnett. Lots of room. Ooh, it's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for James Harden. James is checked in for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 6. 6 on the shot clock. Miami, no good that time either.
And he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Knocks it loose. In transition, here they come. Pass to Robertson. Rebound Miami. Here's Wade. 6 points for him. Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by George.
It's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Now here's Embiid. Checked by James. It's hauled in by Garnett. The Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Drexler. Here's Robertson. Over Curry. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Robertson's got his first 2 points. 1:50 left in the second. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And here now, a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Number 5, LeBron James.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Up top, Curry. Back to Mitchell. And again, no good by Miami.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Heat trail by 10. Outside Curry. Pass to Embiid. Here's Wade. Checked by James. 5 to shoot. Back to Embiid. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Towns up top. Here's Pierce. James outside. A triple. LeBron James.
I just love the ball move.
For Miami, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. The 3 from Curry. Rebound, Milwaukee. Duncan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. Pass to Pierce. There's a screen. Over Mitchell. Here's Duncan. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Joel Embiid.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
And that one misses. From about 19. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Milwaukee out front, up by 15. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie, if they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. Milwaukee leading by 15. Taking a look at the Bucks. We've got LeBron James, and it's Duncan in at the 5. Chalk up 2 there. Garnett's got 12 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Wade, and here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Wade, the pass to Curry. Left side, Green. Blocked! And they recover it. Heat trail by 17. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Here's Garnett. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Kevin Garnett, 1.
Here's George. Pass to Yao. Curry looking it over.
And Curry putting on pressure to the interior of that defense and earning a trip to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now at the line,
And he drops the first.
Well, Steph Curry is an all-time great who continues to amaze us, and I am just so glad I've got the best seat in the house.
And so Curry nails both of them. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Outside Carter. Pass to James. And the three off target.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter. He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Down low. Here's Duncan. Got a hand on it. Here's Wade. He's checked by Carter. Outside, Green. Green with a screen on Carter. Clock at 6. Yao carries it down low. Yao's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Carter. No points so far. To the left wing. There's the three. Rebound Miami.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
You love how LeBron sticks with the play, supporting the fast break and ensuring they convert.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Heat trail by 16. Pass to Wade. Now here's George. The three. James with the rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The three from Curry. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Garnett's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
The Heat have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. George passes to Curry. From deep. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Here's Yao. Here's Wade. George outside. The three is up. Drills it from deep. George has got 6.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Paul George has been one of the most accurate three-point shooters of his generation.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Bucks with the possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Pierce. George defending. Here's the pick. 18 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short. Heat trail by 15. Outside Curry. Miami moving it around. Screen by Embiid. To the middle. Embiid, too easy.
Well, listen, if Embiid gets the ball that close to the rim, it is over. You have to deny position.
James with the ball. Guarded now by Jaquez. And James gets it to go. James has got 13. And Curry's got the ball here for the Heat. Here's the three. Curry rises up and hits the three.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
The Bucks leading by 12. Shot Gamecocks separated by 5. There's a screen, and there's James from the arc. Joel Embiid with the board.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Takes a three. Drexler, that's good. Drexler's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Milwaukee out in front, up by 15. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. They've got Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard out there with James Harden. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Wade in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Anthony. Here's Robertson. Rebounded by Green. Heat trail by 15. Lillard outside to the paint. It's intercepted. Over to the wing. Here's Robertson. Back to Anthony. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Bucks lead by 17. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Drexler passes to Duncan. Here's Robertson. Rebounded by Green.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Pass to Lillard. Outside Harden. Fires the three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Anthony outside. Here's Duncan. Defended by Harden. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Green. Screen by Embiid. And it's Green missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Here's Anthony. An easy two on the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Lillard outside. There's the drive. And again, no good by Miami. Milwaukee leading by 19. Here's Drexler. Oh, Green with a block.
Oh, wow. He gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. George against James. Green, a screen. The three from Curry. Rebound, Milwaukee. Garnett's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Back to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. With the step back, shot clock at 6, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Vince Carter, 2.
And that one falls for Carter. And so Carter nails them both. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Yao. Here's Wade. He's checked by Carter. Clock at 6. Wade, that's good.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
1:53 left in the game. Here's Robertson. And here's James. George defending. James goes in. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
Wade, the pass to Green. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter here. Green with a screen on James. 5 on the clock. Outside Curry for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now.
And that'll wrap up Game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important Game 4 for the Bucks.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And with their performance tonight, you have to think this series is all but over.
It's impossible to see it any other way. And I don't think it's going to get past Game 4. If this doesn't end in a sweep, I'll be shocked.
Winner will have 3 free throws.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. 52 seconds left in the fourth. Curry passes to Wade. The kick out. Curry tries to break his ice. Miami moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Wade. Yep, count it.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Pierce. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Wade. Outside Curry. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
see through you. I see through you. Your dirty tricks. You make me sick. I see through you. I see through you. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Gotta do right, son, it ain't right. Gotta do right. Come on, if you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall. Go blind. I'm gonna get myself connected. I ain't gonna go blind for the light that is reflected. Hear me out. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. I wanna do it again. I wanna do it again. I wanna do it again. You're terrified. I wanna do it again. Ain't gonna go blind. Ain't gonna go blind. I wanna do it again. Here we go. If you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall. Stumble you might fall. Hear me out. Stumble you might fall. Interstate 5, staying alive. Won't someone try? Open up your eyes. You must be blind if you can't see the gaping hole called reality. Wanna do it again? I'm gonna do it again. Wanna do it again? Come on, I'm gonna do it again. Hear me out. Terrified, son, it ain't right. Here we go. If you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall. If you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall.
And the winner is Plaque Boy Max.
Playboy, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Let's turn. Shut up. Let's go. Bad. Everything I see it down. Everything I want is mine. Oh, yeah. I can't give up on the fight. I can't give up on the guys. Pink stones, they survive. Oh, yeah. Everything I do, the vibe. Yes. Shout out to my brother Vine. Go out with him in the town. I can't give up on the fight. Gotta help her make it out. Bad on the yacht. Bad on the yacht. Bad on the yacht. Bad on the yacht. Yeah, on the yacht. Yeah, on the yacht. Yeah, on the yacht. Playboy. Bad on the yacht. I'm tryna be off. I get you. Let's go. Be nigga like basketball. I'm on the jet, this a jelly roll. Yeah. She like she gon' in the wall. She wanna, she gon' turn to my song. Yeah, I love that love they so. Yeah, they confidently. That's my type. Yeah, come here. That's my type. I'm tryna. That's my type. That's my type. That's my type. Story. Bad. Everything I see it down. Everything I want is mine. Oh, yeah. I can't give up on the fight. I can't give up on the guys. Pink stones, they survive. Oh, yeah. Everything I do, the vibe. Yes. Shout out to my brother Vine. Go out with him in the town. I can't give up on the fight. Gotta help her make it out. Bad on the yacht. Bad on the yacht, yes. Bad on the yacht, yes. Bad on the yacht, yes. Bad on the yacht, bad on the yacht, bad on the yacht. Bad on the yacht, bad on the yacht, bad on the yacht.
You're listening to 5 Star Radio. 5 forever, where the music never stops.
Even though you pretend you don't. The music that has really moved you.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get. 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 We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 3. The Los Angeles Lakers with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Golden State Warriors. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Big Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Butler out there with Malone. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Jordan. And it's Davis at center.
Here we go.
And the Warriors start out with the ball. Pass to Pippen. Back to McGrady. No good on that one. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Butler kicks to Halliburton. Butler against Pippen. Butler passes to Jordan. Shoots over Leonard. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Butler.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. McGrady left side. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Chamberlain with the rebound. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's McGrady. A putback. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now, here's McGrady. Outside Leonard. Chamberlain a screen. And that one's good. Leonard.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Back to Halliburton. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Golden State. To the inside. Here's McGrady. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Outside, Malone. Lakers passing it around. Here's Butler. Chamberlain with the rebound. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Outside Leonard. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Pass to McGrady. Pippen a screen on Halliburton. Just tried to shoot. Shot by McGrady, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Leonard on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Arenas comes in for Butler. And Irving subbed in for Halliburton. Then for the Warriors, Thompson comes in for Pippen. That's Thompson in for Kawhi Leonard. Now, here's Thompson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Here's Jordan. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. And Thompson sends it back.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson. Getting all over the shot and knocking it away.
McGrady outside. Over Arenas. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Malone, the pass to Arenas. Irving against Thompson. Now here's Irving. Guarded closer. Misses from close range. McGrady dishes to Thompson. Irving against McGrady. Chamberlain, the pass to Thompson. Sinks the triple.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Malone.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McGrady against Arenas. And here is McGrady. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. From deep three-point territory. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard position. Here's Leonard. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton with the steal. Siakam outside. Here's Arenas. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Fifth best, Tyrese Halliburton.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Butler, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Golden State also making a change. Pippen's checked in for Thompson. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Butler. And again, the Lakers, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Pippen. That 3 off the mark. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Irving. And again, no good by the Lakers.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Now, here's Pippen. Hasn't made one yet. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. Karl Malone's checked in for Los Angeles. Arenas comes in for Irving. Tracy McGrady's checked in for the Warriors. Leonard, that's for 2. Gilbert Arenas with the rebound.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Halliburton looking around. Back to Arenas. Over McGrady. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's Allen on the wing. Pass to McGrady. Outside Leonard. They could use a bucket. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
You set him up. More often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Halliburton, and a wide-open look for Arenas. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Malone. Count that one. Malone's got his first basket of the night.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes here for the Lakers. Siakam is checked in for Holmgren. Jordan comes in for Gilbert Arenas. And Irving subbed in for Halliburton. Then for the Warriors, Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for Jordan. Alexander Sarr comes in for Kawhi Leonard. James Thompson in for Ray Allen. Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors.
Number 2.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lakers working the ball around now. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A miss that time would have put him up. The Warriors leading. Wiggins kicks Thompson. Wiggins against Moore. McGrady outside. 6 on the shot clock. Malone comes with the double team. Pippen for 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Irving passes to Butler. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Pippen. Out to Thompson. Begins with the bounce pass. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Over Butler. There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist by Wiggins. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Butler sets a screen for Jordan. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Siakam misses. Here's Golden State. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pippen for 3. The offensive rebound. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Jordan outside. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 11. McGrady left side. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Butler. The 3. The shot misses. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors lead by 11. And we'll be back with you right after this.
23. Pass.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball.
Their shooting has been bad. I don't understand some of their shot selections, Ernie.
Well, maybe that's the plan, Kenny. They're trying to confuse.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. They find themselves down 2-0. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Lakers trail by 11. Malone is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Jordan. And it's Halliburton in at the point. That's J.J. Redick 5 as we get into the second half. 5 to shoot. And it's Malone missing. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Chamberlain a screen. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. The Lakers with the ball. 11-point game. Halliburton outside. Here's Butler. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Kareem with the slide.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And it's Halliburton missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Pass to McGrady. Chamberlain with a screen on Halliburton. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Pippen against Butler. The 11-footer. The Warriors pull it in.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Alone. Bucket is good.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Warriors leading by 14. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. And you look at Abdul-Jabbar, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Halliburton against McGrady. Pass to Pippen. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Halliburton for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Here's Davis. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. And Kareem throws it down.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Lakers making a change here. Arenas is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Here's Halliburton. Now Malone. Outside Arenas. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. Count that one. Halliburton's got 6. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Back to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Leonard looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over Jordan. Leonard, no luck. Lakers trail by 19. Michael Jordan on the wing. Malone outside. Pass to Arenas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The Warriors making a switch here. Allen's checked in.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Halliburton. Malone a screen on McGrady. Arenas dishes to Malone. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Malone's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And here is McGrady. Allen outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Jordan outside. Back to Halliburton. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Allen finds Leonard. Ray Allen is on the wing. He's covered by Halliburton. Chamberlain a screen. And here's Leonard from 3. Goes back up. Indeed, Chamberlain drops it in. Chamberlain got his first points of the night. And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a 6th sense.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Leonard on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Thompson is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Pippen. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Allen in at the 3, the small forward. A shot by McGrady, no good. The Lakers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Irving can't hit. Warriors leading by 23. Pass to McGrady. And the shot falls short this time.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Malone kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Butler. Excellent D there from Allen.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Pippen. Now McGrady. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A 3, Pippen, and again it's the Warriors missing. Bounce pass, Butler. Irving passes to Butler. It's stolen by Allen. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And how about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
And the Lakers with some changes. Davis is checked in for Holmgren. Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Christie. Irving kicks to Malone. Outside Arenas. Irving against Thompson. Irving passes to Arenas. Los Angeles with another miss. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Jordan against Davis. Pass to Whitmore. There's the pick. Takes a three. Rebounded by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here is Arenas. He's covered by Thompson. They get it again. Butler feeling out of it. They get it back. Malone kicks to Davis. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jordan comes in for Gilbert Arenas. Halliburton subbed in for Irving. And it's Halliburton missing. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Malone against Saar. Jordan sets the screen for Saar. Back to Jordan, and stolen by Butler. Pass to Davis. Halliburton in the corner. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Nembhard with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Halliburton against Nembhard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Malone. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. .130 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Allen. Now Nembhard. Jordan, a screen on Halliburton. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep maybe in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Scottie Pippen.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Saar finds Jordan. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight.
Like Louis Armstrong, play the trumpet and break y'all something soon. I got to get my props.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Detroit Pistons have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Celtics? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Well, the venue's different, but the stakes are as high as ever. Welcome to 2K Sports. With the series all knotted at one apiece, the quest to reach the Eastern Conference Finals is heating up. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. They've got Kevin Durant. He's out there with Jaylen Brown. Wembanyama out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dumars in at the 2 guard. And for the Celtics, we've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Irving in at the 2. You look at Detroit, they let one slip away at home. You know they're desperate to regain the advantage.
Yes, they are, but let's also credit their opponent. This matchup has looked more even than many people expected. They're going to have to play their best ball to win tonight here on the road.
Outside, Brown. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's West. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Ball passes to Durant. Excellent D there from O'Neal. And it's Jokic with the ball for Boston. Inside. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Outside Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Lets it fly. Durant, no good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Pass to West. Now here's O'Neal, covered by Wembanyama. Brown against Tatum. Hauled in by Brown.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there. He couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Here's Dumars. He's guarded by Irving. Blocked!
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Down low. Takes a 13-footer. No good off the glass.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
Basket's good.
Outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Postseason. Let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. 5th on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
And stolen by Jokic. In transition. Right side, Irving. Pass to West. Here's Jokic. The kick to Tatum from behind the arc. They grab their own miss.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Tatum. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's West. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Rose. The three is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Pistons trail by 9. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. That's 7 points for Durant.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Pass to West. Back to Rose. Screen by O'Neal. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
And Rose, always aggressive coming off those screens. Forced the defense to contain him and drops it off for the nice assist.
1:07 left in the opening quarter. Now here's Cunningham. Defense is right there. Here's Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Durant's got 9 points.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this. Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Irving against Brown. That one goes. Count it.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so Paul will bring it up for Detroit. 6-point game. Cunningham outside. 23 seconds left in the first quarter.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Paul. He's scoreless. 4 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Olajuwon. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Boston?
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
They've got Evan Mobley, and it's Rose in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Pass to Booker. Now here's Cunningham. Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop. Boston leading by 6. Here's Irving. quick shot there. It's off target. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Booker. Now Duren. Now Brown. Olajuwon passes to Cunningham. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And for Boston, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Boston again missing. Pistons trail by 6. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The Celtics have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Down low, Bird. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Bird's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Pistons trail by 8. Outside Booker. Outside Brown. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Tatum.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Pistons making a switch here. Duren's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Celtics lead by 6. Outside Irving. Pass to West. Here's Bird. Off the mark there with a 3.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Olajuwon. Now Duren. Pounded by Tatum. Duren. Pass to Dubars. Shot clock at 5. Back to Duren. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Pass to Bird. Inside. Tatum against Duren. Pulls up, high post. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Outside Paul. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Nikola Jokic is checked in for Boston. Redick comes in for Irving. Detroit also making some changes. Washington's checked in for Duren. And it's Kevin Durant in for Brown. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Dumars misses. Boston leading by 6. West. Another one falls for Boston.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
And so Paul will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Olajuwon passes to Durant. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Washington. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Paul passes to Durant. Clock at 4. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Redick. And here's Jokic. 4-3. Washington grabs the miss. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
35 seconds left in the first half. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Olajuwon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Bird. Jokic with a screen on Durant. Here's Bird. Hits it from the high post. And the Celtics lead by 6.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
Here's Olajuwon, covered by Jokic. It's not going to go for him, and so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth the key. Looking at how the Celtics. That's it for us. Thanks.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Kevin Durant is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Dumars in at the shooting guard. Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game.
And Jokic drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep them out of the paint.
Boston leading by 6. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The 11-footer pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Durant's got 13.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Jokic. No good with the triple.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Here's O'Neal. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Outside Paul. Oh, go up and go get it, Wemby.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Brown against Tatum. Here's West to the paint. Jokic just overpowering the D.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Outside, Brown. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Here's Paul. The rebound, Celtics. Irving's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to West. And he's going for the oop here. Wembanyama with it. Irving picks him up. Here's a 3 from Paul. Counted from distance. Paul's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Paul loves these corner shots. Terrific at finding space to get his shot off.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Number 5 is Nikola Jokic.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
I mean, the growth of Jason Tatum as a playmaker, the best players elevate their teammates. That's exactly what he does.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Dumars misses. And Irving has got the ball here for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. Here's West. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Brown looking around. Back to Paul. Rebound Boston.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Pass to West. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Rose is checked in for Boston. Kate Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Detroit with the ball. They trail by 9. Cunningham on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. Boston leading by 7. Outside Irving. Screen by O'Neal. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Wembanyama. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. Outside for Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham looking it over. Wembanyama screen. Pass to Durant. Jacks up with 3. And it's Irving with a rebound. Irving's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
First one falls for him. It's both from the stripe.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 9-point game. And there's the lob. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Well, that's an unselfish player who definitely wants to get his teammates involved. A willing passer there, Booker.
Pass to Jokic. Over Duran. Jokic, no good. Pistons trail by 7. Booker finds Cunningham. Inside, Olajuwon. Mobley with some nice D.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for the Boston Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Evan Mobley out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's West in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Celtics lead by 7. Drives to the hoop. Here's Tatum. And Bay pulls it down.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Pass to Booker. Just 5 to shoot from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Duren.
And Derrick Rose, over 80% from the free throw line over his career. He makes you pay for those fouls.
And that one falls for Rose.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Booker, the pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that's what I like about Devin Booker in the two-man game. This guy doesn't force anything. He always makes the right basketball play.
Rose against Cunningham. There's Tatum with the 3. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Booker, 3-pointer. Boston pulls it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
Jason Tatum, line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Mobley. He does not get the second one.
Boy, if you think about everything Jason Tatum does for his team, it's at a high level. And he doesn't ever get the full recognition he deserves. This guy is the very definition of franchise player.
Here's Olajuwon. Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Dumars. Pass to Olajuwon. To the wing, right side. And here's Wembanyama, guarded by Rose. Here's Booker, driving inside. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Booker's got his first points of the night. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. That shot is good by O'Neal.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Pistons trail by 9. We've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Chris Paul. What's the status, Allie?
The head athletic trainer for the Pistons provided some information. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. And to come down with an injury at this point is a huge blow. The last thing he wants is to bow out in the midst of the playoffs. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Boy, what a relief for both he and his teammates. They want their squad to be as cohesive as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Nikola Jokic is checked in for Boston. Irving comes in for Rose. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Here's Jokic. The big man, Jokic.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Durant, 17-footer is in.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Tatum outside. From downtown, JT for 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Steps back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Just 4 to shoot. Durant. Irving rips down the board. Celtics lead by 12. Lets it fly from 18. Not that time. Outside Durant. Ooh, Durant takes the contact and puts it in.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. West. Irving outside. O'Neal with it. Wembanyama on it. 5 on the clock. Now Irving. Yes, sir!
That'll wrap up Game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important Game 4 for the Celtics.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And in what could be a series-defining victory, they go up 2-1.
And both teams knew tonight would be important. The winner captures momentum going into Game 4. It's been an interesting matchup.
Tatum against Brown. Wembanyama screen. Let's loose for 3. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now, as long as they don't lose their focus.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, thank you, Nikola. This team showed up tonight defensively. What can you say about the effort on that end of the floor?
I mean, it's a whole collectively, it's not just one guy, it's the 5 guys on the floor. So it's a coach, it's a bench, it's a fan. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks to all. Thanks to you, Nikola. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you as always. That'll do it for this broadcast.